Hello friends, this is Cryptonian taking a look at Bitcoin BTC. Currently it's North American East Coast time. It is about 12:25 a.m. and we did see a touch all the way down to the $25,000 level for Bitcoin. This is what I was talking about. And now on the 4 hour we do see a green candle coming in. We hit that 25 target to the dollar, and now we are back up at 26,250. And it's gonna be interesting to see if we are going to move the back up into the accumulation zone, the zone that I have marked off here. So where is that zone? That zone is 26,826. That's this yellow line here. That's very critical. We want to see if it's got strength to push back up and start doing this, right? Moving up to the moving averages. It may take some time. It's the beginning of a new week, and so right now Asia is experiencing Monday morning, and it's lunchtime there, I believe, more or less, and that's why we're seeing this reaction here. So, will this reaction play out and hold? It just remains to be seen. But right now, like I said, we just to that dollar hit that 25K mark, which is on the weekly. That is the weekly support level. It's a 200 weekly moving average, okay, on the weekly chart. So now currently we're still under the moving averages, but we are coming out of, we're still under the moving average of the RSI. We are trying to come out of the RSI oversold zone. Currently, we did hit, I think, let's see, how low did we go on the RSI? We hit 21 on the RSI, which is severely oversold on the 4 hour. And so it remains to be seen, how far out we will come, and if we're going to cross midline and show some strength, or if we're just going to come up and bounce off of midline. And then the stochastics, we went into oversold, but now we are above oversold. Well, actually, we're right at the oversold line. We're trying to move back out of the oversold area on this little bounce. Now, remember, these bounces can be deceiving. We need to be careful. We need to wait. I did purchase a little bit down here, and so what I'm looking for is some type of strength, some type of consolidation and strength to move forward. What will that look like? Something like this, right? See this? We have this cluster showing that, one green candle is not really enough. We want to see a pullback, and we want to make sure that that pullback doesn't break down below 25. But at this point, everything looks really good, friends. Everything looks pretty much textbooked right now. What we were expecting. We hit that 25K right to the dollar, and now we just want to see if we can stay above 25K. 25K will be the level to watch. We want to stay above that 25K, and we want to, with strength, move back up into the Wyckoff accumulation zone that we talked about before, above 26,700, actually 26,826. So you can see a lot of selling here, and that's why that's why these supply tests are done. They want to see what type of supply is out there. They want to see if it's possible to force retail interfere and give up some of their coins, and that's what they're looking for here. So I'm going to continue to watch this here. This is going to be important to continue to watch this level here into the week, and at any time if we break this 25K with force, we need to pay attention, because that's going to be the 200 weekly moving average, and if we break that concisively, and if we break that decisively, then it's going to possibly change the game. Then we'll have to rethink strategy, but right now everything looks good, and this is pretty much what we've expected. Now it's just wait and see. Taking positions down here, not, in my opinion, not a bad idea, just because, even a short-term move would be profitable back up to the moving averages here, like we've seen Here we came down, moved back up to the moving average uh, levels, and even down here we came up, and we didn't move to the moving averages right away, but we held that and then we pushed up later. So this could be a lucrative area to buy into. And like I said, I've purchased in this area and moving my averages down. And so now any pump here for me would be and should be gravy. So should be profitable. So we'll wait and see what happens. Hopefully, we're not going to lose steam and get pounded by the bears. But this is crypto. You never know. Thank you, friends. This is just the update. Now, another thing that I want to show you. Okay, there's something else. It's called Confluence, and what's interesting here is when we go to the monthly. I want to go to the monthly chart, and I want to share something with you. And looking at the monthly chart, let's take away. One moment, please. Where's the EMAs? Whoops. Okay, let's go back to the weekly. Oh yeah, here we go. Okay, so looking at the weekly moving averages over time, we see that actually we need to be on Bybit, I think. One moment. Let me find. This is KuCoin. Let me find Bybit real quick. Is this Bybit or Bitstamp? I mean, there we go. This is the chart I'm looking for. Sorry about that. All right, here on the weekly chart, I wanted to show you something that's really important. We're going to do this. We're not going to worry about the RSI. We're not going to worry about stochastics right now. But what I want you to notice is over time, and I'm going to put this on the logarithmic scale. There we go. Over time, you can see that this purple line, okay, purple line that currently we are testing here right now, okay, this purple line is the 200, let's take a look here, 200 moving average. Yeah, 200 moving average for the weekly chart. Now, when we look back in time, we see a few times where it was tested here. Okay, it was tested here back in 2020. Okay, this was March of 2020. Now, this, in my opinion, was a little bit exaggerated because of Corona and the pandemic. So, that being said, it was a little bit more severe than what I would like to see. What is a little bit more realistic is 2019. Okay, so when we take a look at, regardless of what year we're looking at, whenever we take a look at this moving average here, and whenever the price comes down to that price, that signifies a bottom. Okay, it was a bottom in 2020. Okay, we came sharply down and had a V-shaped recovery. Okay, just look at the wicks on this, right? Again, this is over the period of a couple weeks, a lot of volatility, and we ran right back up. Now, I'm not saying that we're going to have this type of a real fast test and then move back up, because back in 2018, 2019, it took a few months. See this? It took a few months for this to play out. However, it did play out. Okay, it did play out, and this was the bottom. So anytime you can scale in at or below this purple line, which is the 200 moving average, then this really shows you that you're catching the bottom, or you're very close to the bottom, right? So when we move back in time, before that, we do see another time back in 2015 where we see the same type of behavior on this 200 moving average line right here, and this signified a bottom as well. Okay, and this was a little bit more clean. And can you believe Bitcoin back then was at $254? Kind of hard to believe, isn't it? So there you have it, friends. Just I wanted to show you that there's been a few times that we've been at this 200 weekly moving average in the history, and we've stayed here anywhere from, I would say, anywhere from a couple of weeks to a few months, right? But typically in the past, this has been an area where it has been a good place to buy. Now, buying here takes discipline, and this is more of a investment area. This is more of a buy and hold area, and that's why I'm buying this area. Okay. Now, could we go lower? Yes, we could go lower. I mean, we could, right now we're at 25,900. We could go to 22. We could go to 23. But in the long run, okay, in the big picture, when we're looking at the entire cycle, now remember this is a weekly chart, so we're going through months and years here. Whenever we're at this area, let me move this down. Whenever we have been testing this 200 weekly moving average, this has been an area where if you dollar cost average in, if you buy in this area, then typically this was a great place to buy. You caught the bottom, and then you saw massive moves higher from that point. You would catch the bottom here, and then if you held on to it, you would see great gains. Okay, so it takes patience, friends. I know it's easy to get emotional. I know it's easy to get discouraged. I know it's easy to, pay attention to losses. But look, I am scaling in here. Okay, I'm purchasing here, and if the price even goes down further to 24, 25, I'm going to buy. If it goes down even to 20, I'm going to buy, because I know that eventually when things turn around, okay, when things turn around, it may be weeks, it may be months, but the more I buy in this area, when it does turn around, when it starts making higher highs, it's going to be a massive gain. It's going to be a massive profitable trade. Or should I say investment? Okay, we're looking at this as an investment horizon. Okay, investing here would have brought you, even if you would have purchased at the line, took a temporary loss and held it until you saw the next top, that was 227% gain on your money. Okay, that was back in 2019. Then we had the 2020 dump. If you would have purchased the line, not even worrying about losses temporarily below the line, then you would have seen, let's move this over to the right, then you would have seen at the next peak a 1,016% increase on Bitcoin. Okay, 1,000% increase on your investment for Bitcoin. All right, so now we can see that the past last summer, when I called the 28.8K bottom, that was a local bottom. Okay, I wasn't saying that was a major bottom. That was a local bottom. All right, there's a difference between a local bottom and a macro bottom. And what we see here on the purple line is a macro bottom. It is a macro area where we see macro bottoms, because once the price leaves this area, it pumps really hard, and it just leaves this area behind. So when we take a look here, you can see that this purple line has been going up and up and up and up and up, and purchasing the purple line and even below the purple line has been lucrative. Okay, very lucrative. Now the purple line doesn't go far back enough on this chart. I'm not really sure why, but yeah. Anyway, so that's what I wanted to show you, my friends. I don't want to make a long video here, but I just wanted to show you that this is a potential great place to buy, but it's going to take discipline. It's going to take emotional control, and it's going to take it's going to take time to build a position, right? So is it guaranteed? No, there's no guarantees in life. There's no guarantees in the markets, especially with crypto. However, by looking at historical data, this is a great place and a great time to start scaling in, start buying in. And could we go lower? Sure, we could go a lot lower. Like I said, we've seen that there has been, like back in 2018, 2019, we did have an extended 2-month or 3-month time frame where we stayed below that line. All right. However, if you would have kept investing, dollar cost averaging, and averaging your position, dollar cost averaging your position, and building a position in that time frame, you would have made great money, right? So, and even here, the next time we tested that line, the price typically does go below the line. Okay, so you will see temporary losses, but if you don't get discouraged and if you have a long-term view, then eventually when the market does turn around, whether it's 2 weeks, 3 months, 6 months, whatever, you typically do see very, very good gains from a couple of 100% to 1,000%. And I have no reason to believe that this area that we're in now, that this time that we're in now, I have no reason to believe that this would be any different, right? So that being said, I'm going to wrap up the video. As we see now, currently we do see some altcoins are responding. Now we don't have complete red across the board like we did before. We do have some altcoins that are showing positive gains for the day. Looks like Naka, 8.43% for the day. Render, 2.4% for the day. And we're just getting started. I'm sure that we're going to see a nice bounce this week. So there you have it, friends. I just wanted to share that with you. Thank you for watching. Appreciate your viewership and your subscriptions. We'll see you in the next video. Let's make some money together. I hope you're making money. I hope you're going to be profitable. I hope you're thinking long term, because short-term positions, short-term trades, it's nice. You can make a little bit of money here or there, but the real profitability is long term. The real profitability is having patience to build up a position at these critical times where we're really diving deep and we're really selling off hard, and then moving up from there, realizing the profit. Whenever we're in bear trends, that's where the money is made. Money is made in a bull trend, but massive profits are made during the time when we have these real big sell-offs, these huge dips, and you take advantage of them. All right? Thank you, friends. We'll see you next time.